just want everyone to know. I'll tell the world, yeah. I'll tell the world. I just want everyone to know.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cap Nation Live, Tuesday. We're here. Brent, what's going on? Rich, Nick Rez, what's going on? Rich ready for a hot one up there in Canada, eh? We're ready to rock and roll. It's pretty hot down here in the desert as well. It was nice to slip away to California for a little bit, even though they had some extreme heat. It still dipped down into the 70s at night. What is going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Finally back in the office. It's always good to be back in the office. A little bittersweet, but hey, we'll roll through the Major League Baseball today. We got NBA today. Great day to be here, that is for sure. JP Strong, what's going on? The board is blank. The board is empty. You guys know what that means. It's time to fill it up. Juan, what's going on, buddy? I haven't seen that yet, but I haven't been on my email yet this morning. It can take 2 to 3 days to be able to verify all the information for it to show up, to make sure. I know there was a couple people that emailed the other day and saying that they did, but they didn't. So everything gets verified, so it can take a couple of days, but usually it's pretty quick if you actually did it, which I'm sure you did. So give me a little bit after the live show, and we'll see about if I'm able to verify that or if I got to wait to verify it. But either way, we'll get you taken care of, Juan. And then what happens is if you're on my personal plays, I end up texting them to you, and I haven't released my personal plays for today yet. So Nick Rez says the heartbreak Cincinnati Reds. Yeah. All righty. Premium plays and soccer and system plays have all been posted and all of that good stuff. Just logging into things here. That way we can get up and running. It's my pleasure, Juan, and thank you. Thanks for supporting Bet Online as well. Whoo, doggy. System plays closed out one yesterday. Nice one yesterday on the San Francisco Giants. Plus 125 yesterday. That was a nice one. They're roughly the same today with Alex Wood on the mound, plus 123. Gray on the mound for the Dodgers. We're going to take a look at a lot of these games, or as many as we can get away with today. We're not going to be live for too long. But we'll try and get through as many as we can. And bear with me. My Firefox just crashed on me. William tuning in via text. What's going on? So I no longer have the live chat up, so bear with me while I get everything up and running. JP, I see you signed up for Premium Plays. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. I know you're new to us as well. Fast Freddy back on the personal play bandwagon. And Firefox crashed again. Bear with me, folks. Let's see here. Log back into everything manually here. Bet Online, our back end. YouTube. Log back in and we'll get it up and running and we'll jump right into it. Oregon, no. If you watched the daily free play video yesterday, you would know that I did not go live yesterday. I did not go live yesterday. Alrighty, log into this. Log into that. We're almost there. We're almost logged into everything here. Alrighty, almost there. Almost to the live. There we go. Now I got everything up on my screen, ready to rock and roll. What is going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys all had a good weekend this last weekend. I went and visited my parents And then a day with my grandmother. She got to see her great-grandchild, which was nice. So always nice to get away, and we do a lot of our traveling and getaways during the summertime when things are always considerably slower than, man, what are we, 5 weeks away from football? Before you know it, it'll be here. Before you know it, college football will be here, and, man, not much traveling allowed during that time, that's for sure. Alrighty, system plays have been updated. Premium plays are on the website. My personal plays will be out as soon as we're off the live show. Balling Pro says go Bucks. Bucks have a big one today after starting out the series down 2-0 in Phoenix. They have gone on an absolute turnaround tear. And they now lead the series 3-2, and the Suns are on the brink of elimination. After the first 2 games, not many, including myself, thought that would be even remotely possible, where we'd be sitting with the Bucks up 3-2. But they've done the impossible, and they've taken the series lead. And we'll take a look at this game. We'll take a look at Game 6 here in a little bit as well. It's definitely on the agenda for today to take a look at it. We'll take a gander at that. Rocky Rochoa says, need the Suns to wake up. It's do or die for the Suns. And we'll talk about that when we switch over to the NBA, when we start breaking down games. Nick Martinez says, question, Kyle, how do the system plays work? System plays are a progressive betting style where you have to be able to double your bet multiple times, up to 2-3 times. So if you normally a $50 better, you'll have to be able to go from 50 to 100 to 200. Hold on one second, guys. Give me 1 second, folks. One second, hold on. Everything's crashing on me today. Okay, I am back. But again, back to system plays. It's a progressive betting style where you have to be able to double up your bets a couple of times. We put so much research and so much work into our system plays because you have to be able to handicap not just game 1, but game 2 and game 3, and if it's a 4-game series, potentially a game 4 before it even happens. You need to be able to have the capability to know who the starting pitcher is supposed to be, not just on game 1, but game 2, game 3, and game 4, if there is a 4-game series. And if a pitcher is to be scratched due to maybe a blister, or maybe they're just giving them an extra rotation of rest, or maybe somebody's hurt, you need to be able to know who's going to come in and replace them, either from, is it going to be somebody coming up from AAA, or is it going to be somebody out of the bullpen? You need to be able to have all of that information wrapped up in order to properly handicap a system play. Now, there are some people out there that'll say, oh, it's this style play or it's that style of play. It's really not. It is based off of a progressive betting style, but we have to be able to handicap, and we do actually handicap not just the first game, but the second, the third, and the fourth, if there is a fourth game in the series. And when we win, we close it out, and we move on to the next one. We take our win, and if you follow the betting system, once you win, you're actually turning a profit on that system. Obviously, the sooner we win, the more money you make, based on juice and that nature. If there was only one, if we had baseball 10 and a half months out of the year, and we get baseball a lot. Baseball's a long season, but if we had baseball 10 and a half to 11 months out of the year, to be honest, it's the only thing that I would bet. It's the only thing that I would bet because it's very consistent over the long haul. Now, it'll have its, hot streaks, and, last year we saw runs of, 50 straight wins. We haven't knocked if we drop one game in game plays, we can still profit. Paulo, you still profit as long as you follow the betting strategy. If you don't follow, if you're one of the individuals that if you're not consistent, if you can't log in every day, if you don't have the capability to double your wagers because you lost all your money on something else, system plays are not for you. If you can't follow instructions to the fucking T, and I mean to the T, then system plays are not for you. If you try and deviate and make your own system out of the system, I promise you, you won't be successful. There's individuals that we have that bet $20, $25 a system play, and over the course of the entire season, they turn a profit. They cover their expenses. Why? Because they follow it from the T. Now, there's individuals that, will post negative about our system plays. Oh, they're this style of play. These guys don't do any research. That they, very seldom do we get these. Maybe one a year. And it's basically operator error. And I look at these emails that we get every now and then, once or twice a season, from people that don't have a good experience on system plays. And it's flat out 100% due to operator error. They miss system plays. They don't bet game, they don't bet all the games consistently. Maybe they don't like something, so they don't bet it. Maybe it went to the third of, the third game of a 3-game series, and now they're a plus 150 dog, and they think that a dog's supposed to lose, so they're not going to triple up on this one or double up a third time or second time actually because they think it's going to lose, but yet it turns out to be a winner. Win, lose, or draw, I bet the system plays, and I bet them fucking continuously consistent every single time. And our customers that enjoy our system plays bet them consistently, nonstop, all the time, and they don't deviate from the program. If you deviate from the program, then I promise you, your chances of being successful and turning a profit at the end of the season because you deviated from it is slim to none. But as long as you're, if you guys are as long as you're one, to follow instructions, you'll have a great time with system plays. You put them in, you bet them, you forget about them, and they do their work. I think they've won, 21 straight, which, I'm going to be awesome, we've won 21 straight, and I'm going to be, honest, that's not a big run for system plays. It's actually small. 20 is the norm. Now, we haven't had the big runs that we're used to throughout the season, or seasons, that is, but it's coming. They come at one time or another, and we'll rattle off that 40, 50 straight. We're at 21 now, 31-1 in the last 32 system plays. Not too shabby. And first part of the season was a tad bit on the up and down side. Not where we wanted it to be, but content. Content, long as you're winning 1 out of 10, or you're winning 9 out of 10, you're keeping your head above water and improving. And we're above that mark. What are we, 116, 117 and 11 with 21 straight. So I'm looking for them to make a big run. Should have a nice winner today on our system plays. Little underdog system play today. Thank you, Oregon. Appreciate that. Hopefully, Nick, that helped you understand system plays. And any other questions, Nick, feel free to shoot me an email or shoot the company an email or text if you have my cell phone number. And I'll be more than happy to dive into them a little more depth for you if you need any more clarification. But yeah, they're definitely if you follow the system, they're good. That's for sure. Alrighty. So we don't have all day. That means we better jump right into it and get this program rolling. But I got to tell you guys are too quiet. If you haven't already done so, hit that thumbs up button. Start smashing that thumbs up button. Make me feel warm and fuzzy. Hit that thumbs up button. Get those rolling. We're going to start doing the breakdowns and see what kind of damage we can get done here. But first, we need an iPad to do so on. So, hang tight 1 second while I get this up and running so I can get one of my other screens up and running. You go away for a vacation and you forget how everything's set up. No problem, Nick. Alrighty, get everything going here. Man, I gotta tell you, it's gonna be a good week today. Rich, I gotta do an evening show so you can listen with an ice cold beer on the beach. Better things to listen to on the beach than my ugly mug, that's for sure. That's for sure. Alright, well, we get this thing cracking and rebooting. We're going to roll down the list. We're not going to be able to hit every game, obviously. We got about another 20, 30 minutes that we can roll through. And if you guys want me to start putting shit up on that board, you better start smashing that thumbs up button. Let me know you appreciate all the hard work. That way we get you guys what you guys are here for, and that's the goods. Alrighty. Okay, there we go. Getting everything up and running. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, look what the cat has drug in. The cat has drug him in. Out from the dead and in. Everybody give a warm welcome to our buddy. Everybody, Dizzy is on Tulsa. Dizzy is on Tulsa. What's going on, my brother Dizzy? Tulsa tonight, brother. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. All right, so now I'm not going to be able to touch every game because obviously we got plays on some of them. Some of them I'll touch, some of them I won't. We're going to take a look. We're going to reach out. And by the way, if you're looking for something on the Mets and the Reds game, we have a daily free play out on the Mets and the Reds game at 7:10 Eastern time. So if you want something on that one, feel free to watch the daily free play video. Rich says, oh no, not this again. Dizzy is in the house. All right, we're going to take a look. First one, we're going to take a look at Marlins Nationals. Woo! How about yesterday's game? The Nationals putting the beat down 18-1 against the Marlins. Nick Rez says, Parlay George. Man, where the hell is Parlay George? Hopefully he didn't jump off a bridge. Trevor Rogers getting the start for Miami. Apollo Espino getting the start for the Nationals. Nationals 44-49. 5 games under 500, 4th in the NL East. 5th in the NL East is the Marlins, who catch themselves 14 games under 500. Far, far, far back. Apollo has already pitched 46 innings so far this season. 31 Ks, 31 Ks, 8 walks with his 3.33 ERA with a 1.04 whip. What can we expect out of this one? Nationals come in minus 105. The Marlins minus 105. You can get the Nationals plus 1.5, minus $1.69. Minus 1.5 is plus money at plus 149 for the Miami Marlins. Here's the question that you have to ask yourself. First of all, Trevor Rogers with a winning record, slight winning record, being 7-6 on the year, 2.31 ERA with a 1.07 whip. He's got 122 strikeouts through 101 1/3 innings. 34 walks to go along with his 122 strikeouts. You know, as far as the side on this game goes, I mean, the Nationals are hot hitting the ball. The Nationals are hot the last couple of games. Now, obviously, you go back to before the All-Star break, they were on their big skid. They're just 3-7 in their last 10. They've popped 2 straight wins. It was the game before or on Sunday, against the Padres where they scored 8, and they beat the Padres 8-7. They won 18-1 yesterday. They've scored 26 runs in the last 2 games. They scored 4 in their loss against the Padres on Sunday in a doubleheader, the game 1. They also scored 8 in a 24-8 loss to the Padres on Friday, which was my game of the week. We were fading the Nationals there. They seem to be hitting the ball better now that they came back from the All-Star break. But obviously coming back from the All-Star break and facing, the Padres is not an easy task, especially for a Nationals team that's been struggling. What to expect out of this one today? First of all, let's take a look at, at Trevor Rogers and his strikeouts to see if we might potentially get a strikeout prop. Now, while I pull it up and see what it is, I'm sure it's going to be high in the 9 range, or 7 or 8 range. We're getting it at 7 minus $1.14. 6 is minus $1.30, so over 5.5 is minus $1.30. But here's the thing with Trevor Rogers. He's going to be going up against a Nationals team that we all know hit the ball exceptionally well yesterday. I mean, lights out yesterday, right? 18 runs. In his last game against the Braves on July 10th, he got just 4 strikeouts in 4 innings. Now, his output has gone down as far as innings pitched in his last 6 or 7 games. He was getting 6 or 7 innings. He got 7 2/3 against the Phillies. Back on May 19th, he got 7 against Colorado on June 10th. He had 6 against St. Louis, and he hasn't made it past 5 2/3 innings in his last 4 starts. Pitched an inning during the All-Star game, recorded a strikeout, gave up 2 hits and 2 runs. Ross, correct. They definitely hit the lefties exceptionally well, and they're going to be going up against Trevor Rogers, who is a lefty today. As far as a strikeout prop, 6 is enticing, but the fact that the Nationals bats, since they've came back, have been hitting the ball exceptionally well, that part I don't like. Now, he had 6 strikeouts in 5 innings against the Nationals earlier in the year on May 2nd. He pitched a nice game there. Did give up 3 runs on 4 hits, so gave up 1 home run. He had 3 walks, which was the problem for him in that game. On March 16th, a little spring training action. He had 5 strikeouts in 4 innings during spring training. But, you really don't hold much weight this far into the season on what happened in spring training. As far as his walk count goes, that's been an issue as of late. Now, the game that he pitched against the Dodgers, where he went 5 complete innings, he had 8 strikeouts and no walks. Pitched an absolute gem for 5 innings against the Dodgers. He did give up 6 hits, gave up 2 runs on those 6 hits against the Dodgers. But he pitched fantastic. 8 strikeouts, no walks. He kept him in the game for that one. As far as what to expect today from Trevor Rogers, that's the wild card. I think the 6 strikeouts is obtainable, with the exception of his last start against the Braves. He's hit at least 6 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 straight and 6 out of the last 7. And 9 out of the last 14 games that he started. So the potential for Trevor Rogers to hit 6 is great. I'm just not falling to the lefty factor, as Ross was pointing out as well. Considering I do like the Nationals today on the run line, I'm going to steer clear of the strikeout prop. It probably hits. He probably strikes out 6, but I'm going to hope that he doesn't, because I'm going to be all over the Nationals today at plus 1.5. Now you got to lay a little bit of juice. It's minus 165 right now. But again, juice only matters if you lose. And that one is going to go up on the board. But I got to tell you, you guys are really lacking in the warm and fuzzy feelings today. If you haven't already done so, get off your ass, hit that thumbs up button. It just takes a second. If you're on your mobile device, X out of the live chat, hit the thumbs up, then click the chat button and come back to join us. It's not like you guys are chatting anyways. You guys are pretty on the quiet side. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, guys. We're going to put the Nationals up on the board. Nationals plus 1.5. Give me 1 second, folks. We need to fix the screen, so hang with me 1 second. Fix this. There we go. There we go. Now we got the Vibe Interactive board rolling. Nationals 1.5. Damn. Vibe Interactive free play board going crazy on us. Where it came up with hot out of that one, God only knows. There's that one. Ronald says, Sly Fox, glad to see the real host is back. Tired of listening to the wannabes. It was like waiting for my family to get off vacation sooner. Right? I hear you there. Little Heat, what's going on, man? Shane says, let's go, Bucks. Nick says, man does a great job, deserves a thumbs up. Thank you. We appreciate that. Win, lose, or draw to everybody that does show up. We definitely appreciate each and every single one of you that does tune in with us. We'll be back to the normal early morning time slot tomorrow. Ready to rock and roll for that one. Man, I'm excited for this week. Got some fun stuff planned for this week. Little Heat, can we fix the login yet? No, they company doesn't want to do business with you. Plain and simple. You can make up whatever excuses that you want. You know, we all know the truth with IP logins and all of that, and phone numbers and other YouTube accounts. Just be glad that we haven't nixed you from commenting here. But I'm sure that will be coming, I would imagine. Want to blame it on your friend, then it's your sister, then whatever the case may be. But sorry, buying our plays and then putting them on another YouTube channel is not tolerated. Dizzy says he's on the Bucks first quarter minus 1.5. That's my Tulsa tonight. LOL. I love it, Dizzy, if you're still tuning in. Shane, thanks for stopping by. Jimmy Carson says the Nationals team total over. Back at it. Nationals team total 4.5 on the low side. 4.5 on the low side. I do like that one. Shane says, love the Brewers today. Cody says he's all over the Suns plus the 5. Very nice, very nice. We're going to take a look at the NBA here in just a minute or two. We're going to try and take a look at a couple more Major League Baseball games before we jump into the NBA. So, moving on down the list, next one that we're going to take a look at, again, Mets, Reds. We have a free play out on that one in our daily free play video. Padres and the Braves, Darvish going up against Toussaint should be the starter for the Braves. Braves 2 games under 500, third in the NL East. Looking for a win today, going up against the team that is third in the NL West, the Padres, who are chasing not only the Dodgers, but the Giants. And boy, it's got to suck to be in the NL West. The NL East, on the other hand, the Braves just out 2 games from being back to 500, third place there. They're going to need a notch of victory, and they're going to have a tough task today against the Padres. Padres chasing the Dodgers, and the Giants need to turn on the afterburners and keep winning. Darvish on the mound should definitely give him a nice little edge today. 7-3 on the year with his 3.09 ERA. Everything's super slow today. Skipped ahead tomorrow. Darvish, 125 strikeouts with just 24 walks over 105 innings. Popping up the live odds for that one. Somewhere we've got the live odds for that one. I think BetOnline hasn't updated it with the Braves pitcher yet, so I don't see it on BetOnline just yet. But when it comes up, I will definitely go over that one. As far as the game between the Padres and the Braves today, Toussaint going to be the suspected starter for the Braves, is what I was told. The battle of the thirds in the NL right here. What to expect out of this one? Braves are going to have to come away with a victory and a lot of victories if they want to have a chance to make the playoffs. Same thing with the Padres, who are chasing the improbable, chasing the Dodgers and the Giants. Going to be a tough task right there. Game postponed from yesterday will be made up tomorrow. They'll play a doubleheader tomorrow with the first one at noon or 12:20. As far as this one goes, I do lean towards the Padres with Darvish on the mound. He's definitely a tough one to beat. Slight little lean on the Padres. Again, don't have a dollar on the game. I might, depending on where the line ends up, might take it. Neverez, what's going on, man? Hopefully you're doing well. Rolling down the list, just rolling. Mariners and the Rockies. Rockies minus $1.80 with Marquez at home. Gonna say hard pass with a 10-foot pole. I don't care that it is Marquez. I don't care that he's at home. I don't care that he has a winning record, that he's got 8 of their 41 wins. They're 12 games under 500. They're 4th in the NL West. They're getting their asses kicked on a consistent basis. They're 12 games under 500. And then you've got the Mariners. The Mariners 6-4 in their last 10. 6 games above 500. 3rd in the AL West. Ronald, you cracked me up, brother. I'll read your comment in a second. As far as this one goes, the Mariners plus 166 on the money line with Gonzalez on the mound. How do you stay away from this one? Now, Gonzalez is 1-5 on the year. He's been absolutely tagged. What to expect out of Marco today? I don't expect an extreme a lot of innings. I expect to get 4 or 5 out of him. However, he does give up hits. They are in Colorado. So, I think that over is in play. Colorado over 11 is definitely a good lean of mine. It's a solid lean. I might have to throw something on it. Now, I do like the Mariners, regardless of the fact that Marco Gonzalez is on the mound and he's generally a fade. I do like the Mariners plus the 1.5 to keep it close. I think they both score. It's only minus $1.16 to get a run and a half. I think both teams are going to put up some runs. I think both teams will have an opportunity to score. Now, Marquez has not been giving up a lot lately. He's been going the distance, especially on the road. He went 8 innings in Seattle. However, he pitched that complete game against the Pirates at home in Colorado just on June 29th. He went 9 complete innings, gave up 1 hit. He had 5 strikeouts and a walk. 5 strikeouts and a walk. So if Marquez is on his game, the over will definitely not be in play. But I do like the over. I think both teams have an opportunity to score. And hopefully Seattle will keep it close. But again, that's just a lean on Seattle and a lean towards the over. Moving right along and rolling down the list, Pirates and the Diamondbacks. This game kind of screwed me yesterday. Nick Rez says, what's so hard about pushing the like button, everybody? I don't know. Apparently it must be a tough thing to do. Renault says, Sly Fox, I need to know why you keep flipping your pockets giving out winners and the viewers be slacking with the like button. I would make them up the likes first. I agree. We're going to have to get to at least, 50 before I put anything on the NBA up there. So, they want something else. They're going to have to do it. Perfect recommendation there, Renault. I appreciate it. Now, Pirates and the Diamondbacks, as I was saying, this game yesterday with the over screwed me from having a winning day yesterday. They couldn't get it over yesterday. We get Anderson against Widener on the mound today. Should be a good game between the battle of the shits. Now, Taylor Widener for the Diamondbacks, he's 1-0 on the season. He's got 24 complete innings pitched. He's got 20 strikeouts, 7 walks with a 2.54 ERA with that 1.12 whip. Tyler Anderson, 5-8 on the year for the Pirates. He's got 5 of their 36 lonely wins, find themselves 5th in the NL Central with a record of 36-28, 22 games under 500. But you got to remember, it's the Diamondbacks. They are they are 40. I repeat, 40 games under 500. 28-68. Just pack it in. Now, the Diamondbacks, they've won 2 straight. Holy hell, the Diamondbacks have won 2 straight. Pirates have lost 2 straight. What to expect out of this one with Tyler Anderson going up against Taylor Widener? If the juice wasn't so bad on the Pirates' run line at plus 1.5, I'd be all over it. They're minus 205 to take the Pirates at plus 1.5. I do like Pittsburgh today, plus 1.5. But again, that's just a lane. Maybe you throw it on a parlay. They're minus 205, so I'd have to probably, avoid that one. But it is something that I lean on. Thank you for the frozen screen notice. We'll get that one fixed. Dizzy, I wish you could hit it twice, brother, and we do appreciate each and every single one of you that does it. As far as the total on this one goes, I do lean towards the over. Both of these teams, especially the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks are capable to put up some runs. And they've shown before, even though they're 40 games under 500, they've shown that they can actually put up a lot of runs in a hurry, but they just can't close out games. So I do lean towards the over 9 and the Pirates plus the 1.5. As far as the Giants and the Dodgers go, now there's no run line out yet on the game, but there should be. Giants will be plus 1.5, minus $1.65 when it does pop up, or right around there. They're plus 128 on the money line right now, minus 138 for the Dodgers. Total sitting over and under 8.5. Alex Wood getting the start. Gray getting the start for the Dodgers. And what to expect? Alex Wood, 8-3 on the season, 1.14 whip with a 3.67 ERA. He's got 87 strikeouts over 83 in a third innings, and he's got that big 26 walks. Giants always come to Chavez Ravine, and they play exceptionally well. They play the Dodgers exceptionally well in L.A. Great rivalry renewed this year. And, you got the first versus second. Giants took game 1 of a 4-game series yesterday, and I expect this one to be a big one today as well. This is definitely going to be a battle for the NL West. The Giants 59-34. The Dodgers 58-37. 95 and 93 games completed. Giants got a couple game lead on them, and what to expect out of this one. Man, oh man, oh man. I think Alex Wood comes out, pitches phenomenal, gives them definitely a run for their money. And I do lean on the San Francisco Giants, but I like them on the run line. There you go. What's going on, Jeff? Jeff says the Giants plus 1.5 is minus 163. I like that. I like the Giants plus 1.5. Don't care if you got to lay $1.63. I think they keep it competitive in LA against LA for all 4 games of the series. I think they'll be competitive. They may not necessarily get the job done today, but I think they cover the 1.5 and they keep it within a run. So I do lean towards the Giants plus the 1.5. Alrighty, now, Michelle Anthony, is the wheel spinning? The wheel has been spinning. Wheel has been spinning since the show started. Hang on 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. 1 second. All right. Now, switching gears. We're going to take a look. NBA Game 6. Suns and the Bucks. We are winning, that is for sure. Jeff, how are you, brother? Shane says, just joined. Are we frozen? We had a little frozen moment, but we're not frozen anymore. We've been unstuck. We have been unstuck. Mr. Ronald Brown, thanks for jumping on board. Glad to have you back on my personal plays. I will be releasing them in just a little bit, and we'll get you on them when I release them. Jumping over to the NBA, we're going to take a look at game number 6. Between the Suns and the Bucks. Man, go back a week ago, a little over a week ago. Suns were up 2-0. All the Suns in 4 predictions were out in full force. The Bucks are done. The Bucks are this. The Bucks are that. And here we are on the 20th of July, just 7 hours and 5 minutes away from game number 6. And the Bucks lead the Suns 3-2. And they have a chance to close it out at home with all their fans in attendance and outside partying it up. What to expect? And hold that thought and a little heat. It ain't going to happen. You guys still have another channel where you guys are trying to duplicate what we do. You can deny it all you want, but the phone numbers from the account match up to the phone numbers that are asking people to Venmo. Taking FC's plays that you paid for and then giving them out on that other channel as yours. Man, come on, dude. Dizzy says, I feel the Bucks have been disrespected all playoffs. I wouldn't necessarily say disrespected all playoffs. Disrespected after the first couple games. Or ever since the Nets series. Okay. I could side with you on that one. I can side with you on that one. I can definitely side with you there. I don't think they got much love in the beginning of this series, that's for sure. And then going down in game 1 and then going down in game 2, man. They were not giving it, getting any love, that's for sure. Everybody was writing them off, and here they are, 3-2. And it's going to be a great game. Bucks laying 5 minus 107, which means you can get them at 4.5 minus $1.17. The Suns at +3 minus +5 at minus $1.13. Plus 165 on the money line for the Suns, minus 190 for the Bucks to close it out and get the job done. Jesse T, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. Total on this one, over and under 222. The last game we saw that extreme total, 123 to 119, 4-point game where Bucks won game number 5, 109-103. Bucks in game number 4. Game 3 was a 120 to 100 Bucks game. A lot of points in this last game. What to expect out of this one? Bucks have been putting up the points. It's the Suns that have to slow them down. It's the Suns that have to keep up with them. One of the two. They either need to outpace them or they need to slow them the fuck down and then outpace them. Can they do that today? I think they have a tall task in front of them. The Suns with their backs up against the wall. It's something that, let's be honest. Let's be honest. This has been an easy playoffs for the Suns except the last couple games. Suns have been getting lots of rest. And here they are on the brink of elimination in an extremely tough matchup. I think the +5 definitely has value. I think the +5 for the Suns with their backs up against the wall, either the Bucks come in and blow them the hell out or it'll be a close game. Now, I'm not saying the Bucks won't close it out and get the job done, but you take a look at the last game, 123-119, Bucks winning by 4. 109-103, Bucks winning by 6. They were laying 4.5 there. They won 109-103. They were laying 4.5 in that game. Cody says it'll be very difficult for the Bucks to cover 4 games in a row. Excuse me. In my opinion, Vegas has given us a bargain at the +5. I think they have a lot of money on the Bucks. And a lot of money continuously coming in on the Bucks, especially on the money line, minus 190. Suns +5. I think they get the job done today. Backs up against the wall. Chris Paul and his leadership should be able to get these young Suns, not the young Bucks, the young Suns in order today to get the job done. If you guys haven't already done so, feel free to hit the subscribe button right down below and then hit the thumbs up button. Dizzy says, I felt whichever team would win the Nets-Bucks series would win the championship. I still believe that. Remember, there is a guy that on Twitter 5 or 6 years ago, predicted the Suns would beat the Bucks in Game 7. He even predicted the score. Kind of crazy to think it might go to Game 7. All right, so what's going up on the board, you ask? The Suns is going up on the board. Suns +5. Not to say that the Bucks don't get the job done and close the game out and win the championship today, but I think the Suns will do enough to keep it within reach and to keep themselves competitive in this game. There it is on the board, Suns +5. When you are betting these, please wager responsibly and within your means. Make sure you're doing that. Cody, I agree. Suns need to use all of their playmaking ability, not just Booker. I 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. All right, folks. Holy moly. All right, so that is what I have for today. Short little show for a little afternoon adventure, a little hour-long program. Short, sweet, to the point. With 2 winners up on the board. Please remember to wager responsibly. If you haven't already done so, hit that thumbs up button. We will be live tomorrow, bright and early, so don't miss out. All right, guys, it's going to be a great time. Let's all have a great time today. Remember, system plays on sale. Premium plays, 3 days, $99. Personal soccer, the whole works. And we will see everybody live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 Pacific, for Cap Nation Live tomorrow. Don't know why the chat was disconnected. I think we're still live. I don't know if we're still... There we are. We're still live. Don't know what happened, but YouTube disconnected the chat, but we're back. Ronald says keep all the spies off our shows, right? Ronald, I agree with you right there, brother. All right, guys. We'll see you guys all tomorrow. Good luck, everybody. Wager responsibly. Have a great day. Be safe.